Hi everyone, happy Sunday. What am I looking for? I was sitting here talking and then I decided I was looking for something and now I can't remember what I was looking for. It'll come to me. Okay, here we go. Yep. Sorry about that. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I am back from my work trip to Seattle and I will be talking about that in some detail. Of course, next Sunday I'm going to do a coloring chat, but I'm pretty exhausted. Just it was a lot. And I didn't even get any coloring done during the week. I had a couple books, and I'm telling y'all, I was in the hotel room hardly any time at all. I didn't even bother logging on to my hotel Wi-Fi, which should be, that's, I think, the most shocking indicator of how little time, free time I had. But anyway, overall, it was a good week. I made it through, and tomorrow I'm finally getting into the meat and potatoes of the job, so to speak, and so I'll have a training. I'll be juggling training and taking on job responsibilities from here on out. So yeah, I'll talk about that a little bit at the end. But this is the completed pages for September. Did not go the way I had hoped. I assumed it would be a low month, and it really ended up being that way for me. Actually, it's probably more of an average month. So I had 22 pages for the month out of 15 books. 7 of those pages from my 10 books to finish. I think that's right. No, that's 8. That's actually 8. So let me change that. 13 of those were color by number, 9 were non-color by number. I had been doing more non-color by number lately, but I have a feeling that is going to change, possibly for at least the next couple months. Didn't use a ton of different materials this month, pastel pencils, alcohol markers. I did finally use some of my shimmer paint, which I hadn't used in a while, and some Arteza iridescent paint. Luna paste, some watercolors, white gel pen, and then of course glitter gel pens. And I think that was it. If I can think of something else as we're going along, I will write it down. But anyway, I do have one whip to show you. This poor doubles page spread. I had such big dreams of finishing this, or at least getting one of the pages finished this month, and all we managed was at the beginning of the month doing the watercolor base. I don't know why. So there is that. I have the Winsor & Newton Cotman watercolors, which I heard through the comments aren't as good now, but I do have the, I guess, older, the originally made set. So there is that. The choice for pencil is the Faber-Castell Polychromos, and I just didn't get started on it. So hopefully next month. I have a feeling that one's going to go very slow. That might be something that just I work on through the rest of the year. So I know I'm doing it as a color along, and I apologize for the delay, but it just cannot be helped. I just have not had time to color, and by the time I get a few free hours, I've been so exhausted that I really just haven't wanted to do much of anything except watch like YouTube or just watch TV or read. So hopefully that will get better with time, but for now I've just got to kind of roll with it. Alright, so this was actually the last page I finished for the month. Just under the wire, I got my picture. This is a buddy color project book that Tammy from Tammy Colors 2 and I are working on. This is one of my 10 books to finish, and I am 3 pages away from finishing this. I think I will get this by the end of the year, and this will be my first non-color by number completed book. It is 2 sets of images, but obviously I'm only counting the 1 set. So um, Tammy and I did this page this month. And hopefully I will, there we go. I ended up making it a nighttime scene with the stars and the black background. I've been doing a lot of blue this month. I don't know why. I've been just drawn to a lot of blue. It's my blue period, y'all. I also have blue streaks in my hair, so maybe there's just something to that. But anyway, this is just marker with a little bit of gel pen. If you move the page around, you can see it a little bit, but mostly just a marker base and then outlining in a darker color. Turned out really cute. Nothing too earth-shattering on this. This book, I do like to experiment, but we're getting up on some pictures that, I didn't draw me in at the very first get-go, so I don't know if I will be very creative with the next few pages, but regardless, it turned out really nice. If you can see, I should have put Tammy's page up on the left-hand side so that you can see her page as well. So again, we are 3 pages away if we do 1 per month. The next one up is the crystal page, this one. And yeah, should be able to get it done by the end of the year if I stick with it. So next up is from Hannah Lynn's Whimsy Girls Celebrate the Holidays and Other Festive Occasions. This was another buddy color I did. This one was Spicy Cat Colors. Kathy, she had only a couple pages left to do in this book. I have more than a few. And so we decided we were going to do the last 2 pages, but I couldn't get to the other one till this month, so she may already have it done. I have to check. But we did this page, which is the 12 Days of Christmas page. I did this with a marker, and then if you look at her dress, I busted out the Ranger Delusions shimmer paint that I like so very much for her dress. Also used a lot of gel pen. I used some Arteza iridescent paint, the pink, I think it's called Fairy Pink, for painting the snow, and then I went over it with a Luna paste, so you can't really see the iridescent much, but it still turned out really good. I used, what's it called? Here it is. The Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White to add the little fluff to her shoulders and then to the bottom of her dress. So I hopefully on the left hand side either have shown you or will show you now Kathy's picture. Thank you for doing that, and I guess I will check to see if you were able to get the other one done in October. If not, I might be doing that one too. Matchstick Mouse, a summer coloring book. I wanted to get one more in the summer book before, I guess, the official end of summer. And so I did this one. This originally did not have a black background. I tried to do a marker sunset and I just didn't like the way it was coming out, so I just blacked out the background. He's nighttime fishing. So it's alcohol markers, then with the pastel pencils over, which is pretty much how I'm approaching all of the Morgan O'Brien pages. And this one's also for my alphabet color 2022 OPQ this month. The Hannah Lynn picture also was, because there's a partridge in that one, so, and pears. So but this one of course is for Morgan O'Brien herself. Matchstick Mouse, a floral coloring book. This is her newest release, and I did this one. Again, alcohol marker with pastel pencils. I love how they're just hanging out there and the bee's like, excuse me, can you get out of my way? I have places to go, flowers to pollinate. turned out really cute. I did another buddy color with Tammy from Tammy Colors 2 from Crazy Cat Girls. We did this page, which at the beginning of the month I showed how I use pastel pencils in my coloring books, which you've already seen a few examples of that. But I ended up with this page with alcohol marker, pastel pencils, and some glitter gel pens. And I put blue in her hair because she's me. We have Scamper, we have Bagheera, Leroy, Winry, and Sidonia. Actually, that's Bagheera and Reef Chief because they're both black cats. So I'm hopefully showing hers on the left right now. Hopefully. Again, for my alphabet color tag, we have Angela Porter. I ended up this was also for Watercolor Summer 2022. I think this was my last picture for it. I used the Arteza Real Brush watercolor pens on most of this picture. I think I used alcohol marker for the background and for the fence, and then for the cats and the flowers I used all the Arteza Real Brush pens. And then I also used some glitter gel pens. And this one was a lot of fun. I think I did a color and chat with this one. Yeah, Watercolor Summer kind of, at the end, I just just didn't have time. So, oh, there's always next year. Then from Cute and Spooky Coloring by, it says Jade Summer, but it's actually Alexandra Franzese is the artist. I did this page, which I don't even think I had time to post on Instagram. I just wanted to do something simple, so I did this one with the little teapots and the tea or coffee, depending on whichever one you prefer. Markers and glitter gel pens. 50 Vacation Miniatures by Camellia Angelkova, which I do believe is probably my favorite Camellia book at this point. I did this page. And again, just markers. I did not have a lot of time to do a lot of interesting using a lot of mixed media this month. It was just mostly markers, but it still turned out cute with the koalas. Oh, I've shown that one. Why does that still have a flag? Anyway. Alright, now we're going to dive into the color by numbers. So, Wonders of Nature. Kim asked me if I would like to do a buddy color out of this one, and I said yes, because I hadn't had a chance to color a page out of it yet, and we did the Panther page for the color along this month. And I did this one using towel tree markers like I typically do for the George Tufexis books. This was an extremely detailed picture, like more so than I think. It's one of the most detailed I think I've done of the George Tufexis pictures. So hopefully I am showing hers there on the left. But it turned out beautiful. Both of them did. Stained Glass Wildlife color by number. I did, what did I do in here? This was right at the beginning of the month. I did this red panda. For the month. Working my way down to like the final 10 in this book. This is Cute Cats by Sacha and Sachdeva. I did do 2 in here this month. This one accounted because of the quilt and the plant for my color along. And then I did this one with paint. since he's painting with getting into the paint. I've had Sidonia do this before. So. Cute Witches, Color by Number by Color Questopia. I did another one here. I decided instead of using a standard skin tone, I was going to make her a green witch. She's got a little bit of gel pen on her. I love the face this owl is making. I just think that's too cute. And had a lot of fun with this one. Actually, I missed something. Hi, Scamper. You sensed I needed that space. There. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, okay, it was black background next page, so it works out. Hi. Just a moment. There we go. Alright. We have Summer by Color Questopia. I wanted to do another page in here. So I did this one with the watermelon. Watermelon's one of my favorite things about summer. I just absolutely love it. Nothing, I would take a perfectly ripe watermelon over like chocolate any day of the week. That's how much I love it. Fantasy Animals by Color Questopia. All these cues were working for the month for the color along. I did this page. I really like these books. I think either I might switch and try my Tau Tree markers because the line art's just a little bit thinner. I'm a little more concerned with bleeding. I have to be really careful with like the big chunky chisel tip markers. So I might try the Tau Trees and see if that gives me a little more control. We have Halloween Ceramic Tiles, Color by Number. I did the very first page in here. I think that's right. Yep. I have a feeling I will be completing a lot more pages in this one in October. This might be my new favorite ceramic tiles book. The Easter one was it before I got this one, so. And then finally, I did have a completed book this month, Floral Design Color by Number by Creative Haven and Jessica Mazurkiewicz. I ended up doing like the last 5 pages I needed in this book. I didn't think I'd get it done till the end of the year, but the time I had was good for color by numbers, so that is what I did. So hopefully, I didn't show any of these last month. I think I did them all this month. And then I did this one as a buddy color with Alicia. And I'm going to put her version over here if I can. And that turned out great because, like I said, I was so close to completing it that I was glad that she wanted to do a buddy color in this book so I could finish it out. Oh, and I think I did this one too. I can't remember 100%. I can't. Anyway. So there you go. There are my pages for the month. Like I said, the month started out pretty strong, but then starting the first week of the new job, it just kind of went haywire. I am going to go ahead and post in the description the tags for the month of October. I'm doing 2. There's Alphabet Color 2022 R and S, which should actually be a pretty big tag because that should cover a lot of artists and objects and whatnot. And the other one is Cattober 2022. I do that one every year, and of course that is just cats. So Could be wild cats, could be domestic cats, could be something in the shape of a cat. It's whatever strikes your fancy. And so that is what I'm doing for October. I plan to have the kickoff video and the showcase for August on Tuesday. However, if I don't have time for that, it might end up being Wednesday or Thursday. We're just going to have to kind of see. So, but just wanted to go ahead and let y'all know about the tags if y'all want to get started on them. And then I will do it'll be a little late for the month, but I will do the official kickoff call on Tuesday or Wednesday, hopefully. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you had a good weekend. And here we are beginning spooky month. So, thanks guys, and bye for now.